You know, for a mockumentary and it being low budget, it didn't look like low budget to me at all. So this was an interesting, watch. But hey, guys, welcome back to the Charming Analysis Podcast. I'm Mari.
Jay.
And today is the first podcast of the Halloween Spectacular 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So we're back doing another Halloween Spectacular once again. And we decided to pick 8 movies to watch for this. And our first one we decided to pick out was What We Do in the Shadows. This was, I think, your pick, Jay?
Yeah, this was mine.
This is one of your picks.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Jay each picked 4 movies, and the total is 8. So we're going to be watching different movies that we each picked out this year for Halloween. Mm-hmm. And maybe if we're lucky, we might have some bonus content. Don't quote me on that, but we'll see. But yeah, why don't you explain what our first Halloween Spectacular...
You explain it. This is...
Huh?
I explained the last one.
Fine, I can do that. So What We Do in the Shadows is about a mockumentary about these vampires. I forgot their names. Well, I know one's Deacon and one's Vlad. And I think it's Viago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about these 3 vampires who are basically living in a frat house. And they end up showing the world what their lives are like based on, because of the cameramen that they have with crucifixes and everything. Mm-hmm. It's basically showing how vampires live their day-to-day lives, along with some other creatures here and there, but mainly focused on the vampires. And there's also Peter, who is like an 8,000-year-old vampire and stuff like that, and it's basically just about the 4 of them living their lives.
In a flat.
But yeah, so before we go on anymore, there is going to be spoilers for this, if you guys are wondering. Mm-hmm. Not very many spoilers, but at least something. So don't be surprised if you haven't seen this, at least go watch it before you understand any of this. It's not very many spoilers, but something, you know. I'd rather just put that warning up just to be on the safe side. Anyway, what did you think of this movie, honey? Or mockumentary, whatever it's called. Is it a mockumentary?
Yeah. I would like to see more like it. It has a very... God, stop doing that.
Sorry.
It has a very charming personality to it. I want to see more stuff like this with, folklore. And, I want to see more like this in the media. It's just kind of low budget. Doesn't even have to do with, I like comedies that have to, that are surreal and are weird. And, I haven't watched this. I've watched the first 20 minutes, and, my mom told me to turn it off because it was weird. And now that I got to see it fully, I like it. I want to watch the FX series with you.
They made an FX series on this?
Yeah, I think it's already 2 seasons already in the third.
Really?
And or 3 seasons, I don't remember. But
maybe one day
one day we'll watch it.
We'll watch the series and do the podcast. It's enough interest
to be a slice of life comedy, supernatural comedy show.
Yeah. But if we do the series, we would probably just do it as a podcast special or something.
Yeah.
Because if it's a series, it's probably going to take us forever to fucking watch it. But I thought this was interesting. Despite it being low budget, it didn't really look as low budget as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't that bad. It looked like the same amount of budget as Chronicle was when we watched it.
Yeah, but Chronicle was $10 million. It's probably a lot less.
But I feel like they did good for a low budget. It's one of the better low budget and products I've seen, in my opinion. I feel like it was pretty good. It wasn't the best thing I've seen, but it was an interesting watch kind of thing. I didn't mind it. So I guess what's something about it that you thought was interesting, I guess, since you've now seen it fully? Well?
I don't know. I like that it wasn't, like, too self-parody or self-aware. They just shot the shit and then make fucking reference jokes 24/7. You know, the people involved in it have like a ton of personality and work off each other great. I like the fact that these are like old school vampire. I like that you just walk away.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
I noticed something. Sorry.
I like the fact that these are old school vampires, and that they're, I guess because it's old school, then they'll just like, you know, refer to like old mythology instead of just references. Yeah, especially it looked like a film made in 2007 as opposed to
modern stuff.
Like it looks like one of those like films that like someone would make, very low budget.
That's true. I can kind of see that as well.
And just for fun.
Yeah.
I miss those movies where you just make them for fun.
Yeah, it looks like an interesting, like, fun movie to, like, watch with, like, not really, like, young kids. I feel like this is more, like, of an older demographic kind of movie.
Late teens.
Like, probably, like, 17 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Not, like, 16. I feel like older people are gonna like this. Not, like, old people.
It's very
like,
England.
Yeah, it's, like, British stuff. Which I think is nice.
Or New Zealand. Eastern. Is that Eastern? New Zealand? Eastern Europe? It's very European.
Even though it took place in New Zealand, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Which I also thought was interesting. The fact that it took place in New Zealand over anything else made it interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't really see many places do that. Like, you don't really see a lot of productions from New
I'm
Zealand.
sure that was where it was made.
But, you know what I mean? I thought it was interesting. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. I thought it was pretty interesting when it came to stuff like that.
What are you doing? You're filming a podcast right now. Why are you going over there? I might as well just stop the podcast.
No, I'm coming back. I thought I saw something, okay?
Oh my god, Mari. This is when Mari likes to get up and apparently not do the podcast.
I'm still doing the podcast.
They can't hear you.
Sorry. Something fell over and I was trying to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. Anyway, I do think the podcast... Yeah, I'm sorry if I keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably just cut that part out entirely.
I'm not. I don't really edit this.
But, sorry if it's not professional today. I'm like, I don't know. But I do think the series is interesting. Like, the actual...
The movie.
Like, I mean the movie. So, is the series like a prequel to this?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the series. I just know that there is one.
Okay. So, so something I do want to ask about when it comes to this. Do you think that they did an accurate portrayal of vampires in this? Because I feel like they did.
I don't know anything about anything. I don't know anything about anything. It was funny. That's all I could say. It was funny. It was charming.
Okay. I guess something else I do want to ask.
It was short.
Yeah, it was like an hour, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But then again, we watched Squid Games for the last, 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And those episodes were all, an hour. Mm-hmm. Except for, I think the second to last one.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was weird. They had 1.5 hour one, and then the other one was, an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of crazy, in my opinion. But we already talked about that podcast if you want to go watch it. I think, this series is one of those things to where...
You keep saying series. It's a movie.
I'm sorry, movie. I'm used to saying series. I'm sorry. But, this is one of those movies to where, I feel like the comedy really shows, in the
really,
whole
you
thing.
didn't laugh that much. You didn't laugh that much. You were just like, oh, well, I'm not.
You don't have to laugh
I know. You were just looking at it, though. So was I. I was just looking at it, and it was just kind of like...
It wasn't like ha-ha funny. It was more like parody kind of funny. Mm-hmm. In a sense, like... But I don't know. To me... It was okay. It wasn't like the best movie I've seen, but it was interesting enough to where I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Without really getting bored. So that's something. So I guess, what's something else about this movie that really interested you in watching it?
Oh, I just like vampires, so I just wanted to watch it because I like vampires. Related. Yeah, well, I like anything Halloween. You know me.
Yeah. So was it a movie you've always wanted to watch, or is it something that you just noticed recently?
No, I've always wanted to watch it. I just whenever someone just says that a movie like is like good, I just want to watch it
and just for curiosity's sake.
Yeah. There's very few like pieces of media that I actually get attached to, so it's nice to like, you know, just watch something and not like, you know, and just like, you know, get ideas from it, not get overly attached to stuff like that. I think that's just the enjoyment of just watching stuff in general. I just like watching cool shit, and I just like watching funny shit, and I just like watching charming shit. So that's pretty much what I just do with every single movie. If it's good, oh, great. I have another recommendation for people. It's all about recommendations in my book.
Okay, so I guess
even if I don't have much to say about it.
True. So let me think. So I guess what's another series? Not series. So I guess what is something about this you didn't like?
Didn't feel like so much a mockumentary, to be honest.
You feel like this was just more like...
I feel like it could have shot this straight and like, you know, wouldn't be like noticeable. And the whole point of like being a documentary is to like be noticeable as a documentary or mockumentary or whatever, vlogumentary.
You just thought they could have shot it better?
No, I thought they could have made it's a comedy. I thought they could have made a lot more jokes with it being a mockumentary.
Yeah.
So.
I can understand that.
But, whatever. You get what you get. It was made a while ago, so I'm not gonna bother the fucking director saying, you should have made it like this. I'm like, oh, it was made a while ago, and what they made was
interesting.
Really, really cute. It was really cute. It was an adorable little movie.
Okay, so
I like that they transformed into bats.
Yeah, that I will admit was cool about it. Something I will admit I liked about it was some of the special effects that they did whenever they did it. Like, the way that they made all the people not be seen in the mirror. I thought that was kind of neat. How they did the bats, like, special effects and, like, the werewolf special effects. I thought they looked, in my opinion, a lot better than...
should watch.
What was the Halloween one we watched? I think it was Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat.
The one that had like the really weird werewolves.
I like those. I like those.
I thought the werewolves in this were a lot better than that.
I like those.
I thought these ones were a lot better looking, in my opinion. But
those. I always give props to Trick or Treat for making cool ass werewolves.
Okay.
Should watch no, because I don't want to watch fucking Van Helsing. It's so boring.
Jay, we don't have to watch Van Helsing.
Anyway.
We're fine, don't worry. But yeah, honestly, like, there isn't really much to talk about with this compared to, like, other series I think we've done. So something I guess I want to ask you about would be, because we already know there's a series with it. How do you think the series would be compared to this? You think it would be funnier?
Yeah, I have a cast that's gonna keep coming back.
Is it the same cast that's in this movie?
No, I think it's a different one.
Really?
Because it's like, you can't get the celebrities you want, so might as well get TV actors.
Okay, so, but are they playing the same characters?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it, Mari. I just know that there's a TV show on it.
Okay, well, that could be something we could do for an episode. Yeah. But,
rating.
Yeah, like, this is probably going to be like
7 out of 10. There, that's my rating.
Okay. This is probably going to be like one of those podcasts that's going to be kind of shorter than our other ones. But for me, I would give this like a 6.5 out of 10. Mm-hmm. I feel like they could have done, like, I feel like this is one of those ones where it's just average in my opinion. I don't feel like there's a lot going on for it. Mm-hmm. Is it interesting to watch? Yes. Is it thebomb.com or the best thing since sliced bread? No. But
why do you use comparisons
that don't make any sense? Because I like to do that, okay?
I know. Yeah.
But to me, it was average. I feel like they could have done more with it, but they really didn't. I think if this had a bigger budget, I feel like it would do a little better.
No, if this had a bigger budget, probably would have been
a lot better. But
no, would have been more dragging.
You think it would be more dragging with the better budget?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, we don't really have too much to say about this one, so we're pretty much going to end it here in a second. But this is our first of 8 podcasts we're going to be doing for this year's Halloween Spectacular. Please be on the lookout for some other ones coming soon. And just don't forget to subscribe and be on the lookout for more podcasts coming up. And I'm Mari.
And Trey.
And we're out.